Hello everyone, Silent here and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 0. It is episode 17 today. I hope you're all doing fantastic. And today we're going to be trying to finish up our 4 iron farms that we created in the last episode. In addition to creating some other farms and doing some other weirdness as well, I think it's going to be a pretty fun episode. So if you did not see the last episode, definitely go check it out because everything we're going to do today is totally spoilers. And yeah, just go watch that. All the links are where they should be. And right now we currently have 3 iron farms. One over here on the east side, one on the north side, and one on the west side as well. So currently all of these iron farms have some villagers in them. I have no idea how many villagers, but we need 10 in all of these. I would guess that's maybe like 7. So in order to breed up more villagers in all of these iron farms, we need ourselves a ton of crops. And I have like 4 and a little bit of stacks to my name. So we need to get ourselves at least like 30 stacks of crops to actually breed up all of these guys for all 4 of our iron farms, and just to get more villagers in general for our 4th iron farm. And in addition to that problem, we also have another problem in that I have no idea if these doors are even acting as a proper village, which allows them to breed and also summon iron golems too. So yeah, basically right now we have ourselves 3 big old boxes underwater and that are just kind of like paperweights, except that they float. So that's fun. As you can see, we clearly have our work cut out for us in this episode, so we should probably get to work, shall we? So the first problem that we need to solve is food for the villagers and also for us as well, because we've been eating basically just fish this entire season, and that's not very good. And Zloy has actually been just eating straight carrots, like just carrots, and I find that kind of insulting because I am the pig out of us two. I should be eating the carrots if anyone. So yeah, we're gonna build up ourselves a little bit of crop farms, and I've actually already done that. There's really nothing special to this. I've already done a tutorial on it. You can find that in the description if you feel like it. But basically, we have 1 villager in here, and we actually have 2 layers. As you can see, this guy's been pretty busy. Well, I just ruined that. But if we go ahead and we use fortune on this, then we should actually get a ton of carrots very quickly. As you can see, we already got a couple stacks. That guy's gonna go ahead and replant as well. That is wonderful. But what we need to do is get ourselves another villager down here. And what that other villager is gonna do is basically tell this guy to harvest this farmland and throw the carrots to him. So the other villager is basically gonna be sitting back here in this corner. Now, that is funner said than done. We have a little bit of a tiny villager breeder that we set up in the previous episode, and it is down at the bottom of the world, like 300 blocks that way, so getting the villagers in here is actually quite the process. Step 1, we need to throw a ton of carrots to these 2 guys so that they make a lot more babies for us, and then step 2 is to get all of those babies into a boat so that we can then get them to the surface of the ocean. And that is a really fun and quite dangerous process for these guys, as they always like to drown. Boats away! And there go our 2 baby villagers. And now the thing that we need to do from here is keep these guys in this bubble column, because otherwise they're totally gonna get drowned or turned into a drowned. Oh my, get away from him! He's my baby! Get into the boat with me, thank you. So we got 2 villagers and boats on the surface now. We just need to keep these guys safe from all of these very, very pesky drowns. And the next thing that we need to do is save this farmer villager. Get up to the surface, man! Don't drown! Don't you dare drown! Oh, you got either killed by a drowned or you drowned. It was a good effort. Sorry, dude. So yeah, we need to get ourselves another farmer villager, and then we'll be good to go for actually setting up our 3 crop farms. All right, so we got ourselves 3 villagers over here now, 2 kind of like hungry bait villagers and 1 farmer, and that is going to be perfect for all of our crop farms. But from here is where things get very, very interesting indeed. So we're basically going to be dragging them down through the ocean monument, down to the very bottom of the world with a magma block bubble column. And I'm sure you can see how that's going to go. Immediately terrible. But what I have learned is that if we kind of shove them off into this little side area, we'll be able to kind of save them from that magma block pretty easily. So let's hope that this actually goes well. We can get back up to the surface pretty quickly with the Riptide Trident. Landed the, oh wow, that lost 8 hearts. That is not fun. Jeez, I should have landed in the water. God, I am feather falling 4 on. Okay then. Don't land on walls. Bad idea. So what I can do is break this boat eventually, and then I need to kind of just push that guy into the corner over there, and there we go. And now we're just gonna go down before him. He should stay in this downwards bubble column, I think. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. That's the only time they've ever swam off to the side. He's totally gonna drown now. And I don't really want to Riptide up here because I'm just gonna Riptide him. Wow, this is going so well. Come on, little baby man. I want to save your life. Go into the bubble column. Go down. Thank you. Oh, he's going to the side. Oh man, this is not going well at all. Why did I think this was a good idea? This is my only way to get him down there too. Oh, here he goes, and I think he is off into our little safe area. Go on, dude, 1 block that way, there we go. So I have no idea how much health this guy has. I have a feeling he has absolutely 0 health, so let's block that off real quick. And now I just need to get him from here over into our little bait area, and then that'll be 1 layer of crop farming completely ready to go. So you might think that moving villagers is absolutely terrible, and you would be correct, but think about this. Moving baby villagers is even worse, and when in the world do you even have to do this besides for this one very specific task where you're too lazy to have another villager breeder? It's really terrible. These guys have the worst, most sporadic AI that they possibly can, and they are tiny, and they love to run around and jump on everything. And they don't like bubbles. So yeah, it's not a very fun process, but it certainly is interesting. Keeps you on your toes, that is for sure. Oh, well, I guess he got sick and tired of my complaining, so he just decided to grow up. And he's got Soak Touch for 10 emeralds. Well, that's all right. We'll just go ahead and shove him in this hole over here and never look at him ever again. And there we go. We now have ourselves 2 fully functional crop farms. All of our villagers are completely grown up, and it is looking pretty fantastic down here. We got 1 layer for carrots and 1 layer for potatoes, and these things honestly crank out the crops. It is really nice. A great little farm. I did modify it slightly from the tutorial just by putting the villagers that receive the crops, or make the farmers throw the crops to them rather, are actually in the corners, so this design is slightly cheaper on hoppers. I'm talking like 5-6 hoppers, not that big of a deal. But what we can do is go ahead and put a double chest like right there for some temporary storage, and that should collect all the drops from both layers of this farm, so that should be doing pretty good. And that is pretty much all there really is to it. Now that we have all the farmers in here, we just kind of need to remove these blocks, and they'll start throwing all the crops that are ready to these guys. And look at that, we already have like a significant amount of carrots. This farm has been on for just a couple of minutes, so as you can see, we're gonna get way more crops than we ever need. What I need to do now is actually set up some really basic like dirty storage back here, just a couple double chests for room for crops, and then a trash can, because we cannot let this system get backed up. If it gets backed up, then everything's gonna get broken, and we're gonna need to get new villagers over here, and that is not a good thing. So after a little while of just standing around, we got ourselves an entire shulker box full of carrots and a bunch of potatoes as well. I think we can safely cast aside the disgusting salty fishes that we've been eating for this entire series and completely rely on some fantastic baked potatoes. Don't you dare underestimate the power of some baked potatoes. These things are like the main staple of millions of Minecrafters worldwide, and they're now gonna be my staple as well. They're a little bit bland, but if you put some of that salty fish on them, then they taste pretty good. But what we need to do now is actually go ahead and meet up with Zloy, because he's been doing a ton of work over at the Island of the Undead, and he wants us to take a look at what he has built up.
On the other thing.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Yes. Hey, Silent.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. Hiding Fox's sheep all over the place. Might have fallen into a lava lake in the nether. No.
Oh, well, that's no good. But I guess we're already undead, so it's not too big of a deal.
Yep. Not the first time, not the last time.
Yep.
So how long ago have you actually taken a look at the island that you actually live on?
It's been a while. I've been avoiding everything, but I did just notice all of our sheep died. What happened to them?
I'm guessing lightning.
But you have that ugly,
Because
like, lightning shield up there.
yeah, it's supposed to be a cloud. Apparently, it also operates on the cloud rules. I have no idea what happened there.
Well, poor sheep. But this place has actually come along quite nicely. We got like little bits of shipwrecks over here. You killed a giant drown. That must have been
I
fun.
kind of fished him out, and
Well, you
it's
decapitated the guy. I mean,
It's moderately still alive. It talks to me every now and again. Mostly complains.
it looks like Hero Brian.
Don't go all 2011 on me.
I know, but it does.
Point being that I got ourselves a vessel. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you built the entire ship
swim
already.
as of yet. Yeah,
Ooh.
because it lacks crucial components, particularly an Riptide enchant on the giant trident going through the center of it.
Oh, so this trident was
And-
from the Hero Brian over there.
Yeah, the guy's still whining about it.
Yeah, I'm
every now and
sure.
Again. He wasn't doing anything fun with it anyway, so doesn't count. So the idea here is that this giant trident, when right-click, so don't touch it probably
Okay.
before, should propel the entire vessel forwards, however many blocks, and that's how we're gonna role play our way into the season 1.
I love it.
Yeah. Frankly, we're right now way closer to leaving the islands than, say, Gruva with his ginormous turtle that he doesn't know how to convince to move. All we need to do is we need to drop a Riptide enchantment onto that trident somehow. I have no idea where we're gonna get a book that big or an anvil that hard. And
Yeah.
what?
I'm currently in the process of making 4 iron farms, so I think we got the anvil done. We just need to figure out the giant riptide. Maybe this guy has some giant enchanter friends.
I don't know. I mean, don't we have like the most powerful experience farm on the server?
Pretty much. But the giant riptide. That's the problem.
Yeah, we'll solve it. Maybe like we can substitute it with like a ton of Riptide books that.
Oh, fair enough.
And I'm pretty sure people have more of it. Anyway, and also additionally, it's supposed to have a steam engine in it, for which I would need to catch up a couple of blazes. So this thing is gonna burn down like 5 times before I do that.
Okay, so the blazes are gonna be fun. Did you leave room for a ghast on it by chance?
I mean, this entire thing is all we got, and it's hollow inside, so I have no idea where to put the gas cannon. That's a bit of a problem.
We can put it on the backside, on the butt.
Yeah, I was thinking of actually having a crane like one of these two hanging from the backside of it, having a giant cage with the ghast.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. We actually have 2 ghast now, so that's cool.
Exactly. So we can have one in front as a the cannon, and we can have a spare one in the back, like you do with car tires.
Yeah. Well, some ships have like cannons on the backside as well to keep people from following them.
So that's what to do with the ghasts. And you brought up another problem with this design that I somehow didn't think about.
What was that? I forget already.
The place to sleep.
Oh, right. Whoa, do we need to sleep?
Because, I mean, even if not, there needs to be some privacy, because this thing is the stone one is the engine, and we don't have any living quarters on this vessel.
Oh, right. Oh, so we're gonna get very suntan. That's right. I forgot about that.
Either suntan or just freaking melted, because
pretty much.
blazes.
so
This thing is gonna be hot.
We don't really know what terrain we're gonna be like boating through, so we should probably have a little bit of safety shelter on this.
Dude, this is a giant trident enchanted with Riptide. Any terrain we will boat through.
We just leave giant ravines in our traces, like cutting through continents. Yeah.
I mean, just thinking about it, I can add another higher deck up here, and another deck back there. So I think I could potentially add some living quarters to this place. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can see that the ship is really hollow around the trident.
Mm-hmm.
I was moderately, basically afraid to cover up the trident because who knows what this thing's gonna do.
I mean, it's
And
only
also, I
held in
really
by
like
like
the
what,
idea.
4 end rods right now. I think it's just gonna get fired out of here. It's gonna leave the entire boat behind. Boat's gonna sink.
They're supposed to
Try
be
to-
really stretchy, okay? They're supposed to be
Really?
really stretchy. Pretend.
Okay, they're really. So it's gonna fly forward, and then the ship is gonna like rubber band and catch up to it.
Essentially.
Alrighty,
But
I like
anyway,
it.
yeah, thanks for your input. I will see what I can do. I
Alright.
totally forgot about the second gust and that you were building even, the iron farm, and about the fact that people need to live somewhere when they're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow entirely escaped my mind.
Well, we can call this a version 1. So as you can see, Zloy has been doing a ton of work on the island, and it looks really, really fantastic. And just total like credit to all of him. I didn't build like literally a single thing on this island except that sugarcane farm. That is the last thing that I've actually built on the island. And it looks really cool. The shipbuilding yard just looks amazing. That thing looks pretty good as well. I think he's gonna go ahead and upgrade that. And something I just kind of realized as I was like standing up here is that Foxy totally crashed his plane into our cow blimp, whatever the actual name of this thing is. And like, I think we could consider that a prank. I think we need to retaliate against this one. He totally just like crashed a plane into our build. I mean, come on now, he hasn't even cleaned it up. It's been there for like a week. So shenanigans aside, we now have our crop farms in place, as you know, and now we need to actually work on fixing up the iron farms. So my general idea for what I think needs to happen is we need to replace all of these slabs that are in front of these doors going all the way down to about here. And we need to replace those with either glass or just like hollow it out and leave it as air. And from the comment section of the last video, that seems to be the general consensus from all of you guys as well. So I guess I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and do that, and then we'll see if it starts magically working. Cross your fingers, this is kind of a far-fetched idea. Oh hey, there we go. These guys have just got some breeding hearts. I think that that is a very good sign. Lovely, I just got done replacing these slabs on either side with glass, and that is fantastic. Now, this kind of confuses me because, again, on Bedrock Edition, slabs actually let through sunlight because, you know, it's not like you have a foot and a half of solid stone there or anything. Totally not. It's 100% logical. But yeah, they actually let through sunlight. So, no idea why the glass is suddenly better than slabs, but it is apparently. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these guys a bunch more food. And apparently, it ruined my obsidian again. Dang it, apparently I'm gonna have to fix this upper layer as well. Oh, that is terrible. I guess I'll have to get some more lava, throw these guys some food, and then we should have, in theory, a functional iron farm. There might be a little bit of lag tonight. Holy crap. Why 400, anyone? Jeez, yeah, so there's clearly a little bit of lag on the server tonight. Wow, I did not expect to go that high. Jeez. Oh, just casually standing here, you can actually like stack these things if you have enough lag, because I'm just standing on slabs, 2, 3, 4, and we should get a massive launch here in a second, I would think. Oh, come on, there we go. Why 200, 300? That's not too bad. Yeah, laggy realms, they're great. There's no one else online, yet again. This area has slightly more things in it than last time, but there's really nothing over here that should be causing this kind of lag. So, moment of truth for this iron farm. It's been about 10 minutes since I bred up the villagers, and oh my god, it actually has iron in it. Holy crap, that's awesome. Finally, a functional iron farm. It's so much pain just to get this to happen. Cool, so it is a really easy fix. You just need to go around the edges and replace the slabs here with glass, throw them more food than you ever think would be necessary, and they'll breed up and actually produce you a little bit of iron. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. So in addition to getting iron golems with this farm, because it is underwater and in an ocean biome, we should get the occasional fish or squid, dolphin, and maybe even a drown as well. So we will see all kinds of different things in these loot chests. Of course, the more that people, load this area, the more different drops we'll get from all of these 4 iron farms. Hopefully we'll get a lot more slime from our slime farms, and we'll of course get a whole bunch of crops from our crop farms down underneath our monument. So that is pretty much like all the farms I think we can really shove in this area. If you guys have any more ideas for different farms that we can put in this area, let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe we should keep with like the chunk aligned kind of deal, because so far every single farm besides the Guardian farm is actually chunk aligned. So let me know what suggestions you guys have down in the comment section below, and I'm gonna go ahead and modify these other 2 iron farms, get these things working. Woo, the second farm is active. I literally just put the lava in there like 10 seconds ago. Hi little guy, you're gonna die in lava, and I'm gonna keep your drops and turn you into some buckets. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that, perfect amount of iron for a bucket. And our 3rd iron farm is active as well. This is pretty awesome. So we now have 3 fully functional iron farms, which is really awesome. But now that of course means that we need to get this 4th one in place as well. And of course, this is just Gruva Guy's design, our fellow Truly Bedrock member. And there's gonna be another link to his tutorial down below. I'm pretty sure I remember exactly how to build these things. They are really, really simple. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this thing together. You guys already saw me build 3 of these in the last episode. So I'm pretty sure I just fell and took fall damage, even though I'm in ocean chunks. And the game is just deciding to not load anything. I literally have no idea where I'm at. Oh, I'm also drowning. So that's nice. I'm pretty sure I came from this way, I think. I can't see anything. This is lovely. Can we get a server next season? Oh, look at this. There's actually blocks right here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking damage randomly. Oh, I'm probably being attacked. I'm probably dead if I relog. Probably being attacked by a drown and suffocating and drowning at the same time. There we go. And I am back at the Guardian farm with nothing. Oh, I died. Oh, great. Oh, it told me that I died in chat. Oh. Not how I died, just that I died. Let's hope that stuff is not, like, loaded right now. I had 90 levels on me. That would suck. Let's go ahead and get that stuff on. And I believe I have another Riptide. One of these things? No, I don't. Okay. What else can I do? Do I have respiration on this thing? I do. Food. Hi, there's actually food in here. Great, let's go find our stuff. I had 90 levels. Oh, there it is. Right there. I guess that's not too big of a deal, but like, that's awesome. I was just completely minding my own business, trying to get from my base to my farm, and I died magically. Lost 90 levels. That's really cool. At least I didn't like land in the iron farm. That's cool, I guess. But still, this should have never happened. Yay. So random death aside, the 4th iron farm is coming along very nicely, just working on clearing out the water on the inside of it right now, and this isn't too bad of a process. Just keep on bridging across with a few sponges, and you'll have this thing cleared out in pretty much no time at all. I haven't placed in all the doors and everything before clearing it out this time, and it seems to have worked pretty well. Sometimes there are issues with like the side walls being waterlogged because I'm building everything out of slabs because I'm cheap. But other than that, really straightforward little process. So it's been a long and tedious grind getting these stupid villagers to actually breed. They gave me so much trouble, and I'm sure it's just to spite me. They know this is the final iron farm that I needed to build, so they were just like, you know what, we're gonna make them trade with us for like 2 hours just so we breed up enough villagers. But anyway, that's done now. All struggles and trials and tribulations are aside now, and as long as this doesn't turn into obsidian, we'll be good to go. There we go. We finally have 4 iron farms, fully functional. Hey, there's a stack of carrots in there. That's nice. Give me some of that sweet iron. Thank you very much. If you eventually die, that would be lovely. And come on, you're gonna ruin my moment, man. Get out of here. Jeez, stupid drowns. But that is finally all 4 of the iron farms completely built up. This area is way more automated now. 4 iron farms, a guardian farm, 2 crop farms, and 2 slime farms as well. So I just did the rounds and we got ourselves over 2 stacks of iron and 5 ink sacks as well from these 3 farms. That's not too bad considering most of the time I've been online, I've only been loading like one of these at a time because of course, if you're standing at that farm, none of these other 3 are going to be loaded, and that goes for every single one of these. So not too bad. I am pretty happy about that. So hopefully you all enjoyed the trials and tribulations of this episode. There was a lot more off camera than you guys saw. Lots of lag, lots of pain, trading and moving villagers. And hopefully you guys did enjoy the farms. Of course, be sure to let me know what other farms we should consider adding to this area. I'm not entirely sure what we could add, but I'm sure you guys will come up with some interesting ideas. And if you did enjoy this episode, then consider sharing it with people so that they can learn about the series. Remember, there's a whole lot of other people playing on the server as well. We got a whole thing going here, so your support is very much appreciated. If you did just enjoy this episode, then leave a like on it as always, and subscribe if you guys are new here so you don't miss the next one. But I'll see you all down in the comment section and in the next video. And then there was silence.